Once Miss Street say it, I rock with it, man. She one of those people on question. All right, we appreciate you.
Damn, Miss Street, how you gonna do it like that?
Let me lead you out the dark, cause you falling hard, you in a dark place. Lead you out the dark, we running out of time and we can't be late. Love don't wait. Love don't wait. Let me lead you out the dark. Let me lead you out the dark.
Y'all watching another episode of Highly Respected with yours truly, Miss Streetz, and I have a super dope, talented singer, actor, dancer too, right? You be dancing.
Yeah, I dance. Yeah, definitely. I love that.
Meechie So Crazy. What's good? What's up?
What's up, man? I appreciate you, taking your time out your day to hear about my boring life,
No. And that's why you here, because I want to hear your story. I just want to hear everything. But before we get into all that, talk about your name, Meechie So Crazy. How did you come up with that?
Oh man, so it was so crazy is I used to call myself FM Too Tatted, right? Oh my God, it's a terrible name. It's a terrible name. I had it right. The first name I had when I was in college, and all of the girls used to always be like, "Meechie, you so crazy," because I'm like I'm a character, you know what I mean? Like I'm wild, I'm outgoing, I'm a Gemini. So sometimes I got that snap, you know what I mean? The mood. So people like, "Nah, Meechie, you so crazy," you know what I mean? So girls always said that. And I'm like, I mean, I might as well just call myself Meechie So Crazy because I'm so crazy. You know what
It
I mean?
just stuck
So
with
it
you.
just stuck. It just
Yes.
stuck all the way from college. Yep.
That's cool. So what's sticking with me right now is your latest single, Love Don't Wait. I love it.
Mm.
And I also love the fact that you work with one of my favorite producers because I was a huge TLC fan, another
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
I'm a little
right.
older. I'm an auntie to you, but
Oh,
Dallas Austin, definitely shout out to Dallas Austin. Also K
yeah.
Major. Talk about
Mhm.
the record and working with Dallas Austin.
Yeah. So this was really a blessing for real because me and my brother K Major, we literally revamped my whole artistry because I was doing a bunch of R&B music, and I'm never going to get away from R&B. That's who I am. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm so much more than just a guy that can sing about, love. I'm a guy that actually I want to make people feel good. You know what I mean? Like I travel the world, and when I go to these places, I hear them listen to music that don't really have words on it, but it's a beat, it's a feeling, you know what I mean? And everybody, all different races, dance to it, they move to it, you know what I mean? And I'm there not knowing what's going on, and I'm just moving. I'm like, you know what, like this is really me, you know what I mean? So when I came and sat down with Kay, I'm like, listen, this is what we need to do, man. I feel like I'm selling myself short. I feel like I'm really like a mega star, and I can reach everybody around the world. I haven't met people or went into a room and people didn't gravitate towards me or held a conversation or just love my energy and just love what I represent. So I'm like, I'm not selling myself short. You know what I mean?
Right.
R&B is always gonna be who I am, but I feel like the world is missing the next like megastar, the next
They
Justin Bieber,
are
next, you
badly.
know what I mean? Like it's just missing it. And I feel like that's me. So he was like, all right, man, if you want to go there, we can go there, And then he knew Dallas. And
Mhm.
Dallas, he's into the house music now. He's
Right.
into house music, and you know what I mean? He's been transitioning, just having fun. See, Dallas is just having fun right now. He's 100 million records
I was about to say
sold.
he can have fun, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So now he's just having fun.
He can
He
have
like
fun.
he like the raves, and he
Right.
like all those type of things now. And it was a perfect situation now because he has his own distribution company, DAD. So when Kay was like, "Okay, you doing this? I need to link you with Dallas because he's looking for, you know what I mean, the house, that new pop, the house, all that stuff." So he linked us, and Dallas was like, "Let's do it."
Nice.
He
Nice.
literally just said, "Let's do it." And Dallas does not work with everybody. He's not a person that you can just call, be like, "Hey, I got this artist, do this." You know what I mean? So for him to see something in me that make him want to, attach his brand and attach his name and
Right.
think that, to me was that was a big motivation for me too. Like, you know what, I really do got it. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Because when you get recognized by your peers and people that's in the industry that have been doing it for so long,
Mhm.
it give you that fire, it give you that confirmation.
Yes,
So
definitely.
that's how Love Don't Wait. That's how Love Don't Wait came.
Nice. So love don't wait. Have you ever missed out thinking love would wait?
See me, I had one girlfriend my whole life. So
Nice.
yeah,
Congratulations to
yeah,
you for
yeah.
real.
I had one girl for my whole life, and then when we didn't, if we ever split and things like that, I was just single.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I've been in situations where it's just like a lot of people nowadays are just scared of love. Social media has portrayed this image to where it's corny to do certain things.
Right.
If you don't have this, you can't get that. If you don't have $1 million, you can't get this type of person, or you know what I mean. If you work this type of job, you can't go out and do this and do that. And I'm like, that's not true. You know what I mean? You have one life to live. You got one life. And to
Definitely.
tomorrow is not promised. So even though you're working all week, you know what I mean, you need to find some time to actually go out and do things that you love. It's not even just about a relationship. It's just
Right.
about doing things that you love. Have a good time. That's why the music video was surrounded by a woman that's worked all day and she couldn't take a break. She couldn't take a break. So I'm like, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take this. You paid for the day. I'm gonna take care of this. Just come with me. Let's just have a good time so I can introduce you to some new things that you may love.
Right.
Because we don't know what we love until we try.
You do it. Yep. That's
You know what
right.
I mean? So that's what I wanted to do and want to inspire people to do. Just get out and just do things because if you miss 100% of shots you don't take, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. So love the single, but I like to talk to artists, creators, talent about their beginning. So talk about how you first got into music and how did you and that moment you realized that you actually had something, you had a gift.
Yeah. So I always sung. I always sung. My mom she tried her best to keep us, in the church. I come from a household of five. My mom had five kids, four boys, one girl. Dad wasn't in our life, things like that. So we had to find different avenues to be successful. You know what I mean? And sports was one for us. Everybody, all my mom kids, we all played college basketball. We all got a scholarship and things like that.
Right.
But for me, I feel like that wasn't my true calling. I always like to sing to women. You know what I mean? I always sing to the girls. I'm always in school banging on the things, singing, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. That was always me. That was my niche.
Mhm.
So after I did a year of basketball in college and won a championship, and that championship didn't feel better than me on stage. Me on stage, every time I'm on it feels better than me winning a championship. So for me, that told me like, oh no, this is a different type of level. This is what I really love more than anything.
Right.
So I told my mom, like, listen, I want to be an artist, man. I want to sing. And she was like, okay, you went to school. I mean, you did what I wanted. I just want everybody to go to
Right.
college. So she gave me 2 years. She said, listen, you got 2 years under this roof. If something ain't going or clicking, then
That's
you got to go out, get a job, or you got to
right.
figure it out.
Back to
You know what I
school
mean?
or something.
Exactly. So I started to put my social media stuff to work. I started throwing parties. And at these parties, I would play my music. I would host them. I would stand up on the stage and host it and tell the DJ, listen, play my song. You know what I mean? Because it's my party. So
Right.
everybody, they can't do nothing but listen because it's my stuff. You know what I mean? So that's how I started in DC. I started hosting parties and hosting clubs and promoting and things like that just to get my name out there. I didn't care what it was for. I just needed people to see me and then I can give them what I need.
Right.
So that's how I initially started, but I end up doing that, and then I met a guy. I don't want to give him. I don't want to say his name because he screwed us over. I signed to an independent label. It was a blessing in disguise because I didn't know how to dance. I didn't know harmony. I didn't have media training. I didn't have a vocal coach. I didn't know all the things that consisted of really making an artist, which is
Right.
artist development. You know what I mean?
Which
That's something that
that doesn't
nobody do
exist
anymore.
anymore.
Nobody do artist
I would
development
say
no more.
that doesn't
You know what I
exist
mean?
anymore. For the most part, it doesn't. No.
Yeah. So I end up signing to this independent company, and he's like, it ain't no groups out here in the DMV area. Like, there's no groups, there's no boy groups. And I'm like, You're right. You know what I mean? There really ain't no boy groups. There's a lot of solo artists though, and there's a lot
That
of
was
solo artists
that
on
was
this label.
FBY, right? Your group that you were in.
Yeah, so he ended up putting a group together with me and two other guys, and that was when things really started to click for me. We went into artist development and we did it for a whole year before we didn't record not one song. We literally was in dance, we was in dance rehearsal, vocal lessons, media training. We had a life coach for our mental. We had all of these things that we like, can we, when we gonna record? Like when we gonna make some music, you know what I mean? But we had to learn how to gel. We had to actually like become one. You know what I mean? So when we first did our first song, we put out our first song with Zaytoven out in Atlanta. We went to Atlanta, did our first song with him, and it took over the DMV. Like it literally took over. This is when the dance crave came out. This is when Vine was really popping. We put a dance to it, and next thing you know, we were touring all over the DMV area. We doing every school, we did every big event. Then that led to us doing stuff like the Scream tour, the Juice tour, where with Diggy Simmons, Jacob Lattimore, the OMG Girls, Trevor Jackson, all of these young superstars. You know what I mean? And that was like, I'm seeing how crazy the girls are going, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, yeah, this
That
is
road life is different.
I'm like, this is it. I'm like, and my role in the group was I was the face. I was the face. It was another guy named Kenny. He was the vocals and so good with harmony. And then there was another guy who was pretty much like the bad boy. He rapped. So everybody had their niche.
Right.
So it worked. You know what I mean? But the missing piece was the people we were signed to was playing every role. He was our manager, road manager, our producers, our everything.
Wow.
And he just bit off so much more that he can chew. And when we signed out Big Deal for about $500,000 with Atlantic and E1, he screwed us over. We did a whole project with Young Berg, with Hitmaker. We did a whole project with him, and did a first single off of our big contract with Wale. Shot a video out in LA, and everything was going good. But when them bonuses came, man, he took that and he disappeared.
Wow.
So yeah, he went ghost. He went
So
ghost.
how did you transition from an artist to being solo? And then how was that for you?
I feel like him really like screwing us over was the icing on the cake for me, because I was already a solo artist. I was a solo artist before I got into the group. You know what I mean? I was just trying it because it was, it sounded great at the time, and it did work. And I'm super grateful for that experience because I got so much exposure from it. I got so much knowledge from it. And the artist development piece I already got. I already did. So I know why God put that season there for me. So I'm not going to discredit the experience. But I'm just like, all right, man, this right here ain't it, because I'm not doing this again. The guys wanted to keep going, change the name and do all of this stuff. And I'm like, man, that's too much. That's too much. I'm not doing that all over again. We work hard for this stuff and it's just stripped away from us. I need to go and do something for me now. You know what I mean? And I was in a depressed state. Like it left me super, super depressed.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk about that. Of course, people are now more open to talk about depression and things like that.
Yeah.
But how do you overcome like rejection or closed doors, just hearing stuff from labels,
Yeah.
just people? How do you overcome that?
Talking. I think talking about it, man. One thing we do is we, as a human race and us blacks, we are so we want everyone to love us, and we want that image of everything is okay. You know what I mean? Like because we gotta stay strong. You know what I mean? We already got all the odds against us. We just gotta put that strong face on. You know what I mean? But me, I had a crazy breakdown where I'm just in a hotel room. I started to lose myself in a lot of things, and it didn't have anything to do with music, because I was just trying to that didn't work. I was just moving, going with the flow. You know what I mean? I had a crazy breakdown, and I told my brothers, man, I started to talk to people, and I think that is what helped me. Like people around me that love me and that has been there since day one. They saw me in the group and they didn't give up on me. They didn't give up on me when I gave up on myself and wasn't putting music out. They were still like, what are you doing, bro? Like, this is you. Like, this is what you need to do. What are you doing? Like, I'm not going to keep being invested doing all this stuff if you're not taking this serious. You know what I mean? So it kind of like gave me the time to really be like, man, this is bigger than me. It's not just about me. I'm trying to do this to feed my family and to create generational wealth. You know what I mean? So I lost sight of that. But that comes with the trauma from all the way of not having a dad, not having a dad. And this guy comes along and signs us and act like a father figure and take care of things. And it was easy for me to gravitate towards because I didn't have that, So it goes way deeper than just music. You know what I mean? Like when you're going through these depressions, you have to really sit and be like, you know what, it's deeper than this situation. Like, where does this stems from? You know what I mean? And I just talk and communicate,
Well, that's good. That's good that you're saying that, especially for people that, are watching this now and they might be going through something. They might take your advice and just, find somebody that they trust that they can talk to. And trust is
yeah.
the key word because you don't want to tell everybody your business and they use it against you.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely good advice. What would you tell the younger Meechie? What advice would you give younger Meechie as an artist?
I would say believe in yourself.
Mm.
Like the advice I would give myself is believe in yourself and just telling them like you can do it. Like just believe in yourself because we have put the face on like we believe in ourselves, but when something ain't going right, we just doubt everything and just be like, you know what, I knew it wasn't gonna happen. And it's like, no, that's God testing you. He's gonna throw some rocks in there to see if you really believe, if you really got faith, if you really think you supposed to be that artist and that big. He's gonna test you. And me, I had so many doubts because of the way I was raised and the way what I come from. And could this really happen to me? Like, am I supposed to be that? Like, it ain't no way I can be on that TV. Like, nah, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody in our neighborhood that never did. No, you know what I mean? Those type of things. And I would just tell myself like believe in like you can do it. Like just believe in yourself and just do it. Just do it. Don't worry about what nobody think. Just do it.
Keep
Because
going.
when I just do it, something good come from it,
Mhm.
or a lesson is there, and I
Right.
learned something.
Yeah, definitely. And you spoke about TV a couple of seconds ago, so we gotta get into the TV,
Yeah,
on the TV side of you. So you've done reality TV, MTV, X's on the Beat,
yeah.
and what was the other one? So
The
Crazy.
challenge.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah, I did. Oh, So Crazy in Love was my
yes,
show. I
yes,
produced that one, and
yes. Your show. Yep. So
yeah,
yes,
I
so
did
you did
that
a
one.
couple of things as far as reality
Yeah.
TV. Are we expecting to see you on the screen anytime soon?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Definitely. I be getting so many different emails from Netflix and a lot of different places that want me to do a lot of things. So I'm definitely going to. I think I took this year to actually feed into my craft. I was just starting to become like a real actor. Like reality television is one thing. Yes, sometimes I be on there putting up a front because I know I just got it in me. I
Right.
know how to produce and I just know how to give them what they need.
Mhm,
But when I got into the stage playing this year,
mhm.
that's when now I realized like, okay, this is a little different. This is a different ball game here. This acting is a real different ball game. Really embodying another person and living with that and then portraying it. And then
Right.
plays is like the highest level of acting. It's just one time.
Mhm.
Like you have to be perfect one time. It's
Yeah.
live.
It's
Like
different.
you
Yeah.
got one take. Doing movies,
Yeah.
they tell us all the time, like doing movies is way easier. You can do it 100 times.
Right.
You can
Yeah.
sit there until you got a cry ready and then action and then y'all go. Like, no, stage playing, this is
It's
where
totally
Denzel got his
different.
start. Angela Bassett, like all the legends that you see, and you like,
Hmm.
why y'all still doing it? Like, ain't
Right.
y'all old? Ain't y'all tired? They still doing it at the highest level. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the longevity comes from those type of things. So I wanted to get that experience. I wanted to get the real experience. I want to start off the toughest way because I feel like that's just how I was raised anyway. I want the I want the long haul. I don't want nothing easy. I don't want it to come fast.
Mm-hmm.
I literally committed to doing a play and I wasn't even in Atlanta. I was in Houston and I flew there every week. I flew there from February all the way into September, every week, every Wednesday. I
Mm-hmm.
flew there
Wow.
every week,
That's dope.
just to be committed to being better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice. That's
now,
so
now,
We're gonna see more. So and
Yeah,
some
for
stuff,
sure.
we don't want to
For sure.
release.
I may do another one myself too. I put one on. I did my own show, So Crazy in Love, threw it on YouTube, and they got millions and millions of
Yeah,
streams and
I, I,
views.
I have to see an episode or two.
Yeah, and it's so messy. I love it. It's so messy. I love it. And I think my next one is gonna be me. I probably do one with my lady, and we do like a put a bunch of like creatives in a house and like try and see if we can match them up. You know what I mean? Like kind of like play matchmaker. You know what I mean? Like giving
Good
them the
idea.
game because everybody think I got so much game.
Right.
I want to do something with giving guys game and having a woman give the girls game and see if it actually works to match them up. So I'm thinking about that too. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that's
about that
cool.
too. I got a lot of different ideas. I feel like and by the grace of God, I just bought my home. I just bought a new
Yes,
home. So
congratulations.
I've been sitting trying to
I-
get this stuff situated, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff planned.
Yeah.
So much stuff to
And
do.
and then I want to talk, we're gonna swing it back to music. Independent artists.
Yeah.
Talk about the pros and the cons of being an independent artist.
Oh man, some of the pros are, I mean, you just keep all your ownership. You keep all your ownership. You don't answer to anybody. You can drop music whenever you want to. You don't have to wait for a Friday or wait till the label clears it or wait till it's so many politics in it. When you're independent, all you got to do is make sure the producer's straight. You're good. Do
Yeah.
what you want to do. And but the cons is, man, it's expensive.
Yep.
It's expensive, and I would love to use somebody else's money,
Right.
but it just gotta make sense. It's super expensive. You just gotta do everything yourself. Like when I say everything, I mean when it comes to media, when it comes to your scheduling, when it comes to finding vocal coaches or finding choreographers or doing everything that a label would already just have the call, to have the button to just
Right.
do. You
Mhm.
have to literally do the legwork. If when you got a song, the song come out, you got to come up with your own creative marketing plan. You got to come up with pretty much everything yourself versus a machine that has 100 little minions and they all got a department to do those things.
Right.
But now a lot of people want to be independent because everybody is cutting the source now. Everybody going straight to the source now.
Yeah.
A lot of people not needing labels no more because they figuring out this a little intern over here. This intern right here. He's the one pressing the buttons. So let
Right.
me get a relationship with this guy right here. And now I got a direct source. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the only thing labels got now is the bigger budgets. That's really it.
Yep.
They just pay to play. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But relationships gonna always trump it. So if you're an independent artist, I just say, save your face, always be a humble person and build them relationships when you in them
Right.
doors because you gonna need them.
Yeah.
This business is all relationship. It's
Mhm.
all relationships. It don't matter how rich you are.
Yep.
How is them relationships? If you ain't got relationships with radio or Spotify or something, they ain't playing nothing.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do. So what
Nothing.
does success look like for you?
I feel like I'm already successful because God has put me into a place where I can get up and do whatever I want to do.
Hmm.
I feel like success it's a personal thing because everybody's success looks different. It's not a blueprint for what is success. And I think that's why I don't like social media that much, even though I gotta be on it, because social media portrays if you don't have $1 billion or if you're not 20 and already rich, or if you're not this and that, then you're not. And it's like, no, you know what I mean? Like when you're a kid or when you're growing up, you're like, man, I want my own car, I want my own house, and I want these things that I feel like those are successful moments that we have to appreciate. You know what I mean? Success can always be bigger. It can
Right.
always be bigger. It's always a no ceiling on success. But to me, success is being able to get up, do whatever I want to do and be happy in it. And
Amen.
just be
I
happy in it.
agree.
It's not about you don't need $1 billion to take care of your family.
Right.
You don't need $100 million to take care of your family. And I met a guy that started Cardi B off in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and he told me, he was like, you got to figure out why you doing it. Do you want to really just be super, you want to be rich, you want to be famous, or you want to do this just to take care of your family? He was like, well, you don't need $100 million to take care of your family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like it put in perspective, like, you know what, like, man, I need to really appreciate all the stuff that's happening because I'm very successful. And you know what I mean? A lot of people will look up and be like, dang, Meechie, how you did it? And I'd be like, I used to be like, man, I ain't done nothing yet, bro. I'm like, I'm still working. I'm trying to get it and just like not appreciating and celebrating my moments
Right.
when it's like, nah, dude, you got a song that your first song did 16 million views
Give
and
yourself
20
grace.
million streams. And like, you know what I mean? So it's really that's what I feel like success is to me. Like just wake up, just be happy and doing whatever I want to do. Like to me, I feel like that's being successful.
Definitely the truth. So Meechie So Crazy, what is next? What's next for you? New Year's coming up. What's next?
Yeah. Next, I feel like first quarter I want to drop one more I want to drop another song after this one. Keep pushing Love Don't Wait, keep working Love Don't Wait on social media platforms. We just went for ads and playlisting, so it's gonna be another push for that. And then keep making music that's about moments, you know, like how I always go back to this, but you know, in the club, it could be 10 years later, but you're gonna always hear shot, 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 shot,
Always.
shot. Everybody, it's a moment.
Everywhere, every
No matter, it don't
concert,
matter where, young or whatever,
everywhere.
wherever you at, 18 and up club, 20 and up club, 35 and up club,
Everywhere.
no matter how long, it's gonna live forever.
Yeah.
These are moment songs.
Right.
Like Beyonce when it come on, what's the song?
One.
It's a song that be in the clubs. Everybody get up and dance to it. You make me happy.
Oh,
All
the
the
one she
songs and
remake,
like
the
it's
remake.
certain songs. It's songs that's just moments.
Yeah.
Like I want to keep making. I want to keep making moment music
Mhm.
that just change the world. So next is gonna be another single after Love Don't Wait, another visual, and then I'm gonna drop a project with just moment records, probably an EP with like 4 or 5 songs.
Mhm.
Already got three really good ones. So
Mhm.
I'm halfway there, and then just get back into the film. So
Nice. Yeah.
started a new year. This closing out this year, I feel like um it's been a more chill moment for me because, like I said, I just bought a home and things like that. So now it's like, all right, I'm here, I'm getting settled. Now let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
Go time.
go time now.
Yeah, and speaking of go time, we need everybody to tap those follow buttons and like buttons. So go ahead and drop all of your social medias where people can listen to
Yeah.
records, watch the shows and all that good stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, so my social media, my Instagram is Meechie So Crazy. That's MECHIESOCRAZY. And if you go to my Instagram, just click the link in the bio. It takes you to everything, all my music, all my every TV shows that I did, pretty much everything. So yeah, Meechie
Because
So
I
Crazy.
clicked in, I was like, damn, he did all this.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a lot. So they got a lot of content they can watch. So
yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
definitely.
that's dope. So, Michi, I wish you nothing but the best. I definitely
Appreciate it.
see some really, really big things going on for you.
Yes, I
You
appreciate it.
already have it, but I see you even going up even more. So keep
Yeah, I appreciate
doing
it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for having me, and I wish your platform as well and your show as well to, tremendous success in 2025.